another video. It is Tuesday afternoon. I've just got in from work and I'm about to have some lunch before I head back out again. The clips you would have just seen were filmed over the bank holiday Monday. I went into M&S to get some black t-shirts, well, black and white t-shirts for my wardrobe, which was successful. But I picked them all up in a size 12, assuming that's my size. And as it happens, or as it turned out, I then tried on this pink suit. They had it with shorts there, but I found some trousers which sort of matched the colour. So I thought, oh, I'll try it on all in the pink. And I had to squish myself into both of those garments. And I'm just thinking, obviously I'm not a size 12. I've probably gained, I know I gained weight during COVID, and then I lost quite a bit of weight when my dad died, and now I've just maintained it. So I thought I was back down to like a size 12, maybe on a good day even fitting into a size 10. So all of that stuff that I got rid of, all of those clothing I got rid of last week, was anything that was pretty much a size 6 to 8, because that's how small I was at one point. I'm not anymore. I have to admit, weight doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me in any sort of way. It's just what I am. And my weight has fluctuated throughout the years. But I would like to know what size I am meant to be and what I'm meant to be buying. My plan for tomorrow is possibly to go shopping again, not to buy anything, but just to try on different clothing, just to see, was it that M&S, because I bought the t-shirts all in a size 12. They're a little bit oversized, and I know M&S tend to come up bigger, but I'm wondering if the sizing is wrong for the more tailored pieces, whether I am just a little bit bigger than what I thought I was. So who knows? I'm going to hopefully go tomorrow. However, today at work, there was quite a few people off sick, and I'm wondering whether I'm going to get called into work tomorrow to cover. If so, then that puts an end to me going out to try on outfits. So we shall see, but I'm going to make myself a quick lunch and then head back out again. So I will put that together. I think I'm going to do like a tuna salad sort of thing. Okay, it also appears we do not have tuna either, so I'm going to go for salmon. And work was super busy this morning because of the bank holiday, Monday. Oh, it took it out of me, it really did. I'm going to mash in about a tablespoon of mayo. And really what I want to do is just make enough that I'm going to eat now. So maybe 1, 2 handfuls of green leaves, my red, or it's purple cabbage pickled, and then I've also got some couscous, I'm just going to put a dollop of red pepper hummus on the top, just as an extra flavour. And there we go, that is my very messy salad, which I'm about to devour, and I will eat the whole thing. Receive a message this morning to come into work. Perfect. And so my other plan was to go into a department store and try on a few clothing to work out what my size is. However, I've just been really enjoying a very slow relaxed start to my Wednesday, and I thought, actually, I don't want to go out. It's not like I need any more clothing. I bought my t-shirts over the bank holiday weekend, so it's not like I need anything. So I thought, no, I'll put that to one side. I need to make myself some lunch today, and I've been thinking about doing a broccoli, maybe spinach quiche that I can have throughout the rest of the week. And if I get bored of it, I can just freeze the rest, because I'm thinking I'll do a big one. And that just made me think about my experience lately with weight gain. Now, when I say my experience lately, this has been going on since the start of 2020. So I went through a period where I was really small, like a size 6 to 8. And that was a very sad time in my life. It was a lot of emotional stress, and not long after that I got into my relationship now with my partner, which was a really happy period. And I just think I was just eating what he ate, and your body can't keep up with it. You don't have the same metabolism. So I gained a lot of weight. Then when my dad died, I lost a little bit. I kept those clothes in my wardrobe thinking I'm going to go back to that size eventually. But the realisation is I'm not. I'm 40. I'm not going to strive to create a body which is unrealistic. So long as I'm healthy, I am slightly overweight, but so long as it's not to the degree that it is affecting my day-to-day life. Weight for me doesn't trigger me in any sort of way. I've never had an issue with food. I've always seen it as the greatest pleasure in life. I'm not someone who gets upset or offended if someone makes a joke about my weight, because I'm just like, I'm happy with who I am. I don't have to please anyone else. And the flip side of all of this is that when you feel happy in your own skin, you look after yourself more, you eat better, you take things into consideration. And I think because I'm reaching that mindset now, a bit more emotionally grounded, I'm coming to accept the death of my father, and what my life is looking like now. It's calmed down, thankfully, touch wood, a lot more. It's coming up to 2 years since he passed away now, so a bit more on an even keel. And that means I'm not reaching for the snacks. I am a snacker, and I do comfort eat. And I know that is the biggest issue with me with weight gain, is that I snack. So if I don't snack, I probably will lose weight. But at the same time, I don't want to make myself miserable, and I do like a little snack at least once in the day. And I think that's what I'm going to try and keep it down to. So today I'm going to hopefully make myself a healthy quiche of broccoli and spinach, and just keep it a nice, relaxing, slow morning. A very small blender here, which is a bit worrying because I want to blend the broccoli up. The first thing I need to do is get the pastry baking. Some ready prepared pastry. I'm going to use a big dish. Just put a touch of oil to stop the pastry sticking. Right, lovely. Pastry is now in. Oh, a little bit broken there. Prick it with a fork. Another dish on top, just so it doesn't rise up, and then throw that in the oven for about 20 minutes just to get the pastry a little bit baked. One batch done. I'm going to do another batch. I'll tell you a bit about my own day. So you would have seen me trying a few things at M&S. And then on the actual bank holiday Monday, we decided to go out to a local pub. And we just had our starters, had some drinks. It was a really nice place. And then all of a sudden, everything went dark. All the lights went out. then they came around with these little table lamps, and we were thinking, oh, we're not going to get our food here because there's nothing that they can do. Then they announced that it was the whole area which had gone out, and they didn't know when the power was going to come back on. They were in communication with the power company, but it was an outage all in the town. So we were like, right, okay, we can just pay for our starters and our drink and we can go. Then they brought up 2 random plates of food. It wasn't what we ordered, and we were like, this isn't what we ordered. They said, no, they didn't turn up or something, or they've left, and it's just food going to waste now. So we were like, okay, fair enough. The food, it was nice. Didn't finish it, but it was nice enough, a little bit on the cold side, and obviously not what we ordered, so not to our flavour palette, but you know, food is food. Then they came around with a full bill, like of what we previously ordered. We were like, no. No. Pay for the drinks, pay for the starters, as we said before, but not for the main meals. And the manager came over and she was like, no, that was how it's meant to be. So we're like, okay. So yeah, we'll try again maybe in a few months' time again, because the food was delicious. It was just unfortunate that they experienced a power cut, and the table behind us kept moaning because they wanted coffee, and they kept saying, there's a power cut, we can't work the coffee machine. They were like, but we've ordered coffee. They'd had their entire meal and they were still querying the bill. I don't think that's fair. Right, so pastry is feeling still quite soft. That probably did absolutely nothing, but there we go, that's done. In my first batch of egg mixture, pepper, I don't know whether just to dollop this around or whether I should actually mix it in. Let's see, I'll take a teaspoon and just... So what will happen is the eggs will rise up and then it'll collapse back down again. So I'm not expecting this to look the prettiest quiche in the world, but hopefully it will be tasty. So back into the oven it goes. Quiche made. I'm so looking forward to this. It smells wonderful. I've just got some salad and my red or purple cabbage, the pickled one. So yeah, gonna tuck into this and then I'll do my food shop and visit my mum. I am back and ready to settle down for the afternoon. As you probably have noticed, I've changed my t-shirt. After opening all of those purple salads, because it had the beetroot in, and then the purple cabbage jar, all of that, I was thinking I'm going to get purple on this or the green from the broccoli that I was blending up. I thought I'm going to drop something on this white t-shirt, and I managed to avoid all of that. Went and had a coffee with my mum, spilled it down me. Typical. So now my afternoon is just looking nice and easy. I'm going to go and get on with some writing, and then after that I will probably do a bit of reading. I'm still finishing off The Elopement by Gill Hornby. It's been a bit of a slow burn for me, this book. I have been enjoying it, but it's not like it's a fast-paced plot or anything and like characters doing a lot of stuff. It's all feels quite like waiting around for a lot of things to happen. So a bit of a slow burn of a novel, but nice, something nice and easy to read for bedtime as well, you know, something that's going to relax your mind and let you drift away into sleep. And the other thing that's been preventing me from reading it is that I've been addicted to Australians Married at First Sight, which is on E4 from 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Once that is finished, then with all the drama that happens on that, I'm a bit too wound up to sit there reading. So that's a lesson to be learned, but it's coming to the end now. And then they started to show the American version of it, and I was like, I cannot watch another one. I cannot dedicate myself to it. So yeah, I'll be pleased when final vows happened and I can not be so committed to my TV. I'm nearly at the end of The Elopement. I do have one other book to read. I forget what it was, but it's by my bedside, and I've spoken about it before, but I haven't got around to reading it yet. And then I will just have to go to Waterstones and buy some more books. It can't be helped. The other thing I've been doing is reading a lot on my iPad as well. I've recently downloaded Legenda, The Real Women Behind the Myths That Shaped Europe, Janina Ramirez. And I loved her first book, which was Femina, about women from the Middle Ages who have been subsequently written out of history. You just don't hear a lot about them unless you're in academic circles. So for me, I hadn't heard of any of them, and it was just a fascinating book, really interesting. And so I'm really looking forward to her take on some of the women that we have heard in history, such as Joan of Arc. I'll read you the little blurb on it. Selling historian Professor Janina Ramirez peels back the layers of time to reveal how the lives of women have been co-opted by those intent on crafting national identities. Their names are well known, and summaries of their achievements have been recited in classrooms for decades. But medieval women like Joan of Arc, Lady Godiva, and Isabella of Castile have been misrepresented, their stories twisted and weaponized. Meanwhile, groundbreaking 18th and 19th century women who blazed a trail through revolutionary Europe have been forgotten, their legacies too easily dismissed or ignored. Questioning established narratives and searching for real women behind the legends, Ramirez interrogates what defines a nation and who gets to build it, shining a light on how history is often hijacked to serve the ideological and political interests of those present. Definitely a history book for me, but not one that I want to go reading at night. So yeah, I'm going to get on with my afternoon. I'm still nice and full after my lunch. That was a really nice quiche. One thing I think is completely unnecessary is that cottage cheese. I didn't dislike it, but I wasn't like overly bothered by it. I could have just left it out. Probably if I'd make it again, what I'd do is I'd put tomato puree on the bottom and then put the broccoli, spinach, egg mixture on the top. I loved that. That was so nice. And maybe it would have been nicer with cheddar cheese if I was doing it more as a treat rather than as just trying to be healthy. But yeah, I'm still nice and full after that. And then dinner is just going to be left over. I've got some pesto pasta and a little bit of mincemeat as well, so that'll be perfect for this evening. And yeah, just a quiet afternoon. So next time you probably see me, I'll be getting ready for work and I'll show you what I'm going to be wearing. I was going to wear that white t-shirt, but I can't do that now. So I'll have to come up with a whole new outfit to wear tomorrow for work. But I will see you then. And here we are, Thursday morning, ready for work. This is my outfit for today. Just a crinkled green linen shirt and black jeans. Just kept it super comfortable and casual. Just wanted to finish the video off by saying thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week for another video. Take care.